What's up everybody, it's GombatX. Today is Tuesday, July 2nd, and the next major update to Magic Arena is going live today. The main aspects are Corset 2020 being added, a new mastery system replacing the weekly reward system, the London Mulligan replacing the old Vancouver Mulligan, and more cosmetics are being added to the client. So starting off, let's talk about Corset 2020. Obviously, it is the core set for the year, and it's a pretty exciting set with a lot of great reprints. We have Leylines returning, Leyline of the Void, Leyline of Sanctity, Leyline of Anticipation, along with some new ones. The set has a pretty heavy focus around Chandra, so there are 3 Chandras in the set, along with a 4th in the Planeswalker deck, and just some other good reprints like Steel Overseer and stuff like that I'm pretty excited for. So the event schedule for the set is starting today. The release date, we will have Corset 2020 sealed going on from July 2nd till the 26th. Next up, starting next week, July 8th, we will get Corset 2020 Traditional Draft, which will last until fall 2019. And starting July 19th is when Corset 2020 will be added to the ranked drafts, so we can play some of that limited with gold rather than gems. Another new addition to mention here is that starting with Corset 2020, the ranked draft system is changing a little bit. Starting in August, we will have 2 different sets to choose from to rank draft pretty much at all times. So they're going to keep Corset 2020 as a choice for rank draft all the way until the next set comes out, and they say that they plan to do this with all of the upcoming sets. So rank draft will now be the newest set along with a rotating secondary set to choose from, so you don't have to always play just one specific ranked draft format during each time period. You're going to have 2 options most of the time, so that's pretty exciting. Next up, we have a mastery system replacing the weekly rewards. So what the mastery system is now during your daily wins and as event rewards and stuff like that, you'll start getting experience, which adds to your mastery level for the current set. So we'll now have a mastery system for Corset 2020 that lasts from its release all the way up until the next set. And as we get experience from getting wins and stuff like that, we will level up our mastery of the set, and every 2 levels you get a booster pack of the set, along with some other rewards. You can also purchase a mastery pass, which will add a secondary tier of rewards to what you get upon leveling up. Those rewards are definitely a lot cooler and more interesting stuff. They definitely want to try to get you to pick that up, and you can just pick it up with gems. If you purchase the secondary mastery pass after you have leveled up a bunch of levels, you will just immediately get all of the rewards for the previous levels that you leveled up, so there's no worrying about that. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff in the mastery pass for sure. Next up, we have the London Mulligan replacing the Vancouver Mulligan. For those who don't know, those are just the official names for the different styles of mulligans. The Vancouver Mulligan was the old system where if you mulligan, you draw 1 less card in your hand, and then you get to scry 1 if you keep that hand. The new mulligan, the London Mulligan, is if you mulligan, you get to redraw 7 cards, and then you put 1 card from your hand on bottom of your library for every time you mulliganed. If you have a 7-card hand, you can mulligan it away, draw a new 7, and if you keep that 7, just put 1 of those back on bottom. And that also means if you have to mulligan 4 times, you get to keep whatever the best 3 cards out of those 7 are and toss the rest onto the bottom. So it's definitely cool to see this new kind of mulligan system with some cards that you really want in your openers, like the new Leylines, and I expect it'll be a fun new addition. And finally, last but certainly not least for a lot of players, there are more cosmetics. So the most exciting new cosmetic is probably the fact that they are adding pets. So within the Mastery Pass, you can get a Chandra Awakened Avatar, a Chandra card sleeve, a Exquisite Chandra card sleeve. The Exquisite sleeves are the ones that are animated with something pretty fancy. And an elemental cat pet. So the elemental pet will sit on the left side of your board, and if you click on it, you can change its colors. It's pretty adorable. And if your opponent clicks on it, it hisses at them. I saw that a lot yesterday. A lot of those cats were getting mad at me. because I didn't have one of my own because I forgot. But yeah, there's also new card sleeves, more of the Japanese alternate art card sleeves. We now have Liliana, Karn, Nissa, Vivian, and Angrath being added. And that's pretty much it for this update. Next update, we'll be adding a lot more stuff as well. Or the next major update will, because that will be when we finally experience rotation. So, it is worth mentioning rotation now for those who don't know. All of the sets from before Guilds of Ravnica will be rotating out of Standard. That doesn't mean they'll be vanishing from your account, doesn't mean you won't be able to play with them. You can still play those cards in casual play in a format called Historic, but you won't be able to use them in Standard ranked play anymore. They will just be outside of the competitive format. So that's pretty much all there is to this update. Is there anything I left out? Anything more that you need information on? Leave a comment below, and I will try to get you the answer to that if I have it. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you again soon for some more Magic Arena content.